So utilities are really going to be treated just the same workflows like drainage in terms of how to annotate them and how to have them show up where you need to. So this is going to be a shorter video, quickly just showing you the utilities. But you can always watch the drainage videos to see the same workflows. So we're going to start. I have this electric line that has been modeled. It's been 2 feet below the existing surface, and not saying that all projects require this, but if you wanted to show that line or electric line on your profile of your main line in that plan and profile sheet, you would have to first create a profile run for this and then project that onto the center line. Same thing with drainage that I showed in the previous videos. So we're going to come up to the Drainage Utilities tab, and we are going to just create run from links, and I'm just going to choose the profile run, so we can give the profile run a name, just say electric run. Then the actual feature gets a name too, which I typically just set to the same. So we'll locate that, and then we'll finish just by reset click. Alright, so now we have a profile run, and now we can project that over. But just like I mentioned in the drainage videos, currently in ORD 2024, the ability to project to a reference and an alignment was removed. So hopefully they add that back, and we could just do all this in the same file. But you'll notice if I try to do this and I select my run, it won't let me project onto that. So we do have to go to that alignment file, unfortunately, to do that projection. So let's jump over to the alignment file. So I'm over in my alignment file now, and I have my utility base map referenced in. And so from here, I will do the project run. So again, just like I did with drainage, I typically just select the same feature definition I used for the profile run that I did do for this project run feature. And select that again there. Alright, so I'm going to select my profile run, and I'm going to select my element I want to project onto. And then you'll notice that it will populate over in my profile. In your profile view, you don't really need to show the nodes or this profile run level either. So you're typically going to turn those levels off. That's how you can get them to show up. Alright, so I'm going to go jump over to my actual plan and profile sheet and do some just quick annotation there to show you that. But again, it's basically the same as the drainage, except you don't really have to deal about the nodes, and the annotation is simpler because there's not as much to note. So now over in my plan profile sheet, I'm in my profile drawing model, and so just quickly showing the annotation, I can open up Civil Labeler. So same thing when I was showing the drainage stuff, income utilities, and we can just select, say, this electric type. Now the thing that is kind of weird is that when you hover over this, it says it's not snappable, but it is. As long as you're kind of over it, it's going to get that it's electric, right? So that's a little nuance, and then it also likes to some reason adjust the arrow up, which is also annoying, even though that's where I clicked. Just a side note on these labels, they're all really the same. They're either going to use just like the type or the size and the type. Like, so a gas one has size type, but they're all on the back end the same. So you see this is pulling 6-inch electric. The only real difference between all of these is that it's going to put them on, like this is going to be on the gas text level versus the electric text level. So some of them will put the size and the type, and some of them will just put the type. Alright, so that's kind of profile. Let me jump over to plan view. So over in plan view, you're going to see the same problem with civil labeler that we did for drainage on conduit types. So if I come and I click on my utility here and I go try to place this, it's not associating. So just what we saw in the drainage videos, hopefully this will be fixed in the next release so that we can just use civil labeler. But for now I have to reassign, or like I showed in the drainage videos, there's other ways you can use place note, and you can come down and grab the utility text favorite. Alright, so all these utilities right here says existing size type suffix, or if you just want the type without the size, just watch what level your active level is. When you place this there, that's placing the way place or civil labeler should. So hopefully that'll be addressed and that bug will go away. And then cross section is very similar. Right, we go to civil labeler. I go ahead and I just place one real quick. You see there, it places that. Forgot to mention, you can also use drawing model annotation in cross section. And we have a utilities annotation group that you can select. So if I do that, you'll see there it'll place this. So there's no error like the civil labeler did, but it would just place that. So that's another way you can annotate. So annotation, pretty straightforward, hopefully. For utilities, again, you can look to the drainage videos. There's a lot more detail on the annotation side, but it's all using the item types that are attached to the drainage or utility feature.